Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In previous video, I have already shown you how to fetch all the songs available in our device and show those songs in the list view. Here you can see this. All the song available in my device is visible inside this list view. So I have shown you how to do this and the designing part also. So if you have not watched that video, then just go to description. There I have put the link for my previous video, or you can simply do one thing, just click on the suggestion on the right side of the screen. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to set a clicked listener on the one item of this list view. Here you can see this. If I click on this, it starts being played. Okay, I can pause the song, I can play the song as well, and I have also added an animation inside this one. So I'm going to design this part, that is the playing player activity, and I'm going to add the functionality of pause and play, and after that I will add all these functionality of fast forward, fast backward, next and previous, and also the seek bar. And I'm going to add a visualizer over here so that when the song being played, the visualizer will be shown over here. Okay, so here you can see this. When I click on this, playing, and when I pause this, animation when I play resume the song. Okay, so this is also working very fine in my physical device. My physical device is connected. Okay, sorry, it's disconnected. Let me connect it again. Now my phone is connected, and here you can see this. It shows all the songs available in my device. I'm going to play one. So click on this and it open the player activity, and here you can see this, the song is being played. I can pause and replay it. So this is working very fine in my physical device also. So I'm going to close this because I don't need it for now, because this is where we are going to actually work on this. Okay, so let me stop this and let's start working on which we are working. So we are working on player video, and here you can see this. Let me start this and let's check where our task is done. And here you can see this, all the song is available here. When I click on this, nothing happens because we haven't coded for this. Okay, so in the last video, the songs are different. I have changed the songs. These are non-copyright songs. Okay, you can play it anywhere. So that's why I have changed the song. Okay, so first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a click listener on the item of this list view. For that, what we have to do is we have to go over here. That is main activity. Let me close this stuff. And the main activity where you have to go inside this one, that is display songs. Inside this one here we have set the custom adapter to the list view, and here what we have to do is we have to just make some space and we have to write the code, that is list view dot set on click listener dot set on item click listener, and inside this one we have to write new adapter view dot on item click listener. When you hit enter, automatically the method will be written. Okay, so here what we have to do is we have to first extract the song name which we are going to actually play. Suppose, let me just show you, if I play this song, then I need this name. Okay, so this name will be visible over there. Let me just show you. I'm clear inside this one. When I click on this, here this song name is visible over here. In the same way, we want to actually fetch the name of this so that we can change the name according to the song. Okay, for that, first what we have to do is we have to fetch the name. So I'm going to fetch the name. String song name is equal to string from list view dot get item at position, and we have to pass the position from here, this one. After this, we have to start a new activity. So to start a new activity, first what we have to do is we have to add a new activity inside this one. So right click on this, select new, select activity and select empty activity, and I'm going to name this one player activity, and click on finish. It will add a new activity. Okay, so we don't need it now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write some code over here. Okay, so next thing what we have to do is we have to start the activity, and inside this one we have to pass the intent. So new intent, and we have to get the context. So get application context dot, not dot, we have to pass player activity dot class, like this. Now we have passed the class, we have passed the activity, which activity we want to extract. which activity we want to open when we click on a particular item. So that is player activity.class, this one. Okay, this one. After this, we have to put some put extras. Okay, not here actually. We have to put a semicolon over here like this. Dot put extra, and I'm going to name this one the songs, and we have to pass the song as well, song list, that is my songs. In the previous video we have created a array list of type my songs. Here you can see this one. I'm going to pass this one, that is my songs over here. Dot, I'm going to put another extra, that will be song name which we have pitched right now, this one, and another put extra, and inside this one we have to pass the position, so POS, and we have to pass the position. That's it. Now restart the app and let's check what will happen if we click on this one. This is AMP player, that's why it's showing this complete app. So we are working on AMP player video. Here you can see this. When I click on this, now new activity is open, but nothing is over there. Okay, so this is working fine. Next thing what we have to do is we have to add some stuff into the drawables. Like, let me just open this one. In the designing part, you can see we have some buttons, and we have one image over here and one in the background. So I have to set these images. So I'm going to copy these two images from here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put back over here in the drawable and paste it. It will ask for me. Click OK. Here you can see this P1 and P3 is here. Not to worry, I'm going to provide you a link for these two images in the description of this video. Just download it and put it in the drawable. Okay, so now where we have to code, we have to actually start coding in this activity underscore player. So just double click on this, and here we go. First thing what we have to do is we have to set the background for this one, and first change the constraint layout to linear layout. We have to set the orientation for this. So I'm going to set the orientation to vertical. After this, we have to set the background. So I'm going to set the background at the rate drawable, and I'm going to set this P3. Here you can see this one is looking nice. After this, we have to set the weight sum, and I'm going to set 10. Okay, so now the background is set. Next thing what we have to do is I'm going to design other stuff inside this one, but before that I have to add some vector assets inside the drawable. The icons play, pause, fast forward, fast backward, these type of icons I'm going to add inside this one. So right click on the drawable, click on new, select the vector asset. Inside this one you have to click on this and search for icon like pause, this one. Click on OK, change the name, keep it in white, IC underscore pause, and click on next. Finish. I'm going to add new drawable source file, not drawable source file. Just right click new vector asset. Inside this one, click on this, play, this one, click on OK, IC underscore play, click on next, finish. After this we have to add few more, that is vector asset. Select on this one, select forward, yeah, this one, fast forward, OK, and change this one to IC underscore forward. Next, finish. After this forward, we have to set the backward. So click on this, backward, or rewind actually, yeah, rewind. Just click on this, OK, and I'm going to name this one IC underscore rewind. Click on next and click on finish. We have rewind, forward, backward, play, pause, rewind. We need two more, that is next and previous. So click on vector asset, select this, next, yeah, this one, change this one to IC next, click on next, finish. One more, that is IC previous, this one, OK, and change the name to IC underscore previous. Click on next and finish. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. All we need. Okay. So now you can start working on this one because we have all the resources inside the drawable. So let me just compress this, collapse this actually. Okay. So after this, first thing what I have to do is I have to start adding another linear layout inside this one. So I'm going to add one more linear layout. So linear layout, and this will, the width will be match parents and the height will be 0 dp. And after this I have to set the weight. Layout weight will be 7. After this we have to set the gravity to center and orientation to vertical. And you have to close like this and make some space over here. After this, first thing what I have to do is I have to add a text view to show the name, song name. Okay, so I'm going to add a text view inside this one, and the height will be match parent, sorry, the width will be match parent, the height will be wrap content. After this we have to add the ID for this one. So ID will be txt song. Be careful whenever you set a ID for any of this stuff, either it will be the text field or the image view or buttons. Be sure if there is any error, null pointer exception or any type of error occur, then you match the names first. After that you can check other stuffs. Okay, because basic name difference can cause a lot of issues. Okay, so now we have set the ID for this text view. After this I'm going to set the margin to 20 dp. After this I'm going to set this ellipse size to marquee, and I'm going to set this marquee repeat limit forever, repeat limit to marquee forever. After this I have to set the padding. So padding will be 10 dp and set the single line to true. We make some space. After this I have to set some text. So I'm going to set the text new song is loading like this, and it's looking quite small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the size for this one. So text size, and I'm going to set this one to 21 dp and make this one alignment center, text alignment to center. And after this I have to set the text style to italic like this. Now the text view is ready. After this we have to add one image view. So I'm going to add one image view. So image view, and the height will be, width will be 250 dp and height will be 250 dp. After this I'm going to set the ID. So ID will be img view. After this I have to set the margin bottom. I'm going to set this 8 dp. After this I'm going to set the image for this one, that is src, and I've already added a drawable image in the drawable file, that is @drawable, and this is p1, not this p1. Okay, I have added some wrong image over here, so I have to select one another image from this one. I have to use this p2. Not to worry, I'm going to provide these two images. The third one is extra. Okay, so I'm going to set this one to @drawable, and I'm going to select this p2. Here you can see this is the music player app, and this one is looking nice. Okay, we just close this. Yeah, after this what we have to do is we have to add one more, that is the relative layout. Inside this linear layout we have to add one relative layout. So I'm going to add a relative layout inside this one, and the height and weight will be, layout width will be match parent, and the height will be 60 dp like this one. Inside this relative layout we have to set the seek bar. First I'm going to set the seek bar, so that with the help of seek bar we can actually move forward the song and move backward, and whenever the song is being played, how much time it has been played, it will show. So layout width will be 250 dp, height will be wrap content, like this one. Here you can see this. Now we have the seek bar over here, but it's not on the proper position, so we have to set this in the center of this one so that these look nice. Okay, after the height we have to set the id, so id will be seek bar, and I'm going to set this one center in parent to true, and after this parent bottom, align parent bottom to true, and finally we have to set the margin. Layout margin will be 20 dp. Now you can see this, now it's in the center because we have the 20 dp margin from the all sides. After this we have to set this margin bottom to 40 dp, and now this task for seek bar is done. After this we have to add one text view to actually, it will show one text view over here and another is over here, so that it will show from how much time the song is being played from 0 0 to whenever the song is being forwarded, it will change from 1 2 3 4 like this, and this is the final end of the song. Okay, so I'm going to add two text view over here. So text view, and the height will be wrap content and width will be also wrap content. We have to set the id, so I'm going to set this id to txt song start, and after this I have to set this to left of id seek bar, the left of seek bar. Okay, after this we have to set few more properties for this one. That will be the center in parent to true, align parent left to false, margin left to 20 dp, and text, I'm going to set some text 0 dot it's colon and 20. Here you can see this. Now we have one over here. After this we have to set the text color to black, so text color at the right color black, select this one, and we have to set the text size. So text size, not style, it's size. This one, set this one to 15 dp, or you can increase as per your need, like this one. Okay, we have to again copy this once again, and we need one more, so I'm going to paste it, and inside this one we have to change the id first. Change the id to txt song start to song end, and this is not in the left of, this is in the right of this, like this one. So you can see this, it's over here. Okay, and after this, wherever you see the left, change this one to right, like this. Now this is in the proper position. Here you can see this, and change this one to 5 15 like this. Now this one is looking nice. After this, now that whatever we have to write inside this relative layout is done, we need to add one more linear layout over here. So I'm going to add one linear layout over here. Okay, let me just close this. This linear layout is inside. Yeah, the task till here is done. So we have to put one more linear layout over here. So linear layout, and the width will be match parent, and the height for this one will be 0 dp, and the weight for this one, layout weight will be 3, and this not like this, like this one. Okay, inside this linear layout here I'm going to add one relative layout. So relative layout, and this will be match parent, and width will be match parent, and height will be match parent, like this one. After this, inside this relative layout, I have to start adding the buttons, that is play, pause, and other buttons. So first I'm going to add the button, and the width will be 70 dp, and the height will be 70 dp. So you can see this, it's showing its different color. Okay, so inside this one I'm going to set the ID. So ID for this one will be btn play, and center horizontal is equal to true, and I'm going to set the background for this one. The background will be at the red drawable. I'm going to set this one to IC underscore, this one will be pause. We set this one pause. Okay, so what will happen is whenever we click on the list view, then that particular song starts playing. So if the song is already being played, then we can pause the song. We cannot just play the playing song already. Okay, so we need pause button over here. Whenever someone click on this, then this pause button needs to be changed to play. So initially I have set this one to pause. Okay, let me just close this. After this I need another button. Okay, so I'm going to add button. So inside this I'm going to set the size 50 dp, and this will be also be 50 dp. After this I have to set the background. So I'm going to set the background to drawable IC next, like this one. I have to set the margin top to 15 dp. I have set the ID btn next, and I'm going to set this to right of play button, that is btn play. So you can see that this one is looking nice. After this we have to add this is btn next, so we can add btn previous. So button, and this one also be 50 dp, 50 dp. And after this I'm going to add this background. So background will be IC underscore previous, and this will be the margin top margin top will be 15 dp, and I'm going to set the ID. So ID will be btn previous left off to left of btn play, and this one is looking nice. In the same way we have to add two more buttons, that it will be the fast forward and fast backward. So I'm going to add these two buttons over here. So this will be 40 dp, this also be 40 dp. After this I'm going to set the ID for this one. ID will be btn fast forward. After this I'm going to set the margin top to 20 dp, right off this is the right of btn next, and I'm going to set the margin left to 15 dp, and I'm going to set this to background will be IC forward, this one, like this. This one is looking nice. Margin top will be 20 dp. Okay, so in the same way we need one more button, that is a fast backward. So I'm going to add one more button. So button, and the height will be 40 dp, and sorry, the width will be 40 dp and height will be 30 dp, same. And I'm going to set the ID. So ID will be btn fast backward. I'm going to set the background. So background will be IC rewind, right. I'm going to select this one. After this I have to set the margin top to 20 dp, and we are going to set the left of btn previous, this one. And for this the task is done. Now you can see this, every button is ready and in place. Next thing what we have to do is we have to add one wave over here. Okay, so that is visualizer. We are going to add a visualizer. For that we have to add one dependency inside our build.gradle file. So double click on this and make some space over here, and I'm going to open my browser, and here you can see this. I'm going to use this video visualizer, audio visualizer Android. Just copy this link. I'm going to put this link in the description of this video and move back over here. In this one, I'm going to put over here, sorry, I've copied the link. I'm not going to copy the link. I'm going to add a dependency. You can use any these type of visualizer whenever the song is being played. I'm going to use this one. Okay, so move back over here, just copy this dependency and move back into project and paste it over here and click on sync now. And here you can see this. Now the sync is done. Make sure your system is connected with the internet, otherwise it will give you errors. Okay, so now dependency is added. You can manually type it, it's not compulsory to open the link. Okay, so let me close this. Move back over here. After sync is done, you can add that visualizer over here. So to add a visualizer, there is already some code is available over here, that is com.gorfk audio visualizer, like this one. Just copy this stuff, move back over here, and you can paste it over here, and we are going to make some changes inside this one. Here you can see that it cover all the part inside this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this one to blast. I'm going to change this one to wave, because I'm going to use a wave. Match parent, the height will be 70 dp. I'm going to set this one to 70 dp, and after this I'm going to set this align parent bottom. I'm going to change this one to true, and you can see it's aligned to the bottom. And after this, density to 0.8. AV type, I'm going to change this one to outline. AV type to outline, and we have to set the AV color. So I'm going to change this one something to, yeah, the color is good. I don't need to change this one. Okay, and the speed is normal. So our designing part is ready. So everything is ready over here, so we don't need to do anything. Let's restart this and let's check if this one is ready or not. So move back over here and play video, and it will restart the app. Here you can see this. Now if I click on this time, here you can see this, its pause button is being shown over here. If I click on this, nothing happens. It's 020 and 515 we have set this, and here you can see this. For now, no song is being played. So now we have the designing part is done. Next thing, let me just close this. After this, what we have to do is we have to move back inside this one, that is player activity, and inside this one we have to create variables for each button's image view, player, and other stuff. So first I'm going to start with the buttons. So button first will be BDN play, alt enter. After this we have BDN next. After this we have BDN previous, BDN fast forward. After this we have BDN fast backward. After buttons we have some text view. So text view, we have txt song name, we have txt song start, we have txt song end. After text view we have seek bar, so seek bar, seek music bar, and we have bar visualizer. Okay, so it's bar visualizer. It's showing an error because we haven't added a dependency for this one. So import class, and I'm going to name this one bar visualizer, like this one. And we have one image view, so I'm going to set the image view also. So image view like this one. After this we need few more variables, that is string, that is song name. After this we are going to need one public static final and of the string type, and I'm going to set this extra underscore name and is equal to simply song underscore name. After this we have to set one media player, so static media player. I'm going to name this one media player, and we are going to need one position, that is the index, song index. So I'm going to name this one position, and I need one array list of type file, and this will be the my songs. Alt enter, and this will load the library or class for this one. Okay, so now whatever we need is over here, and now we are going to connect these buttons with the GUI, that XML name. Okay, so first is bdn previous is equal to find view by id r.id.bdn previous. Be very careful whenever you are connecting this with, because we have to put the proper name over here. Okay, so bdn next is equal to find view by id r.id.bdn next. After this we have btn play is equal to find view by id r.id.btn play. After this we have btn fast forward is equal to find view by id r.id.fast forward. After this we have btn fast backward is equal to find view by id r.id.btn fast backward. After this we have some text views, so that is txt song name is equal to find view by id r.id.song name txt song, this one. After this we have txt song start is equal to find view by id r.id.txt song start. After this we have txt song end is equal to find view by id r.id.txt song end, this one. After this we have seek bar, so seek music bar is equal to find view by id r.id.seek bar. Bar visualizer is equal to find view by id r.id. We have wave, we have wave. We have set the name for this one. Let me just check. This one is wave. Okay, so we have set the id wave, so that's why I have written wave over here. Okay, after this we have one image view, so image view is equal to, we have to search for this one too, r.id.img view, like this one. Now we have connected all of the buttons with this button. Okay, so here after this what we have to do is we have to check that if media player is null, if media player is not equal to null, then what we have to do? If this is not null, then we have to type media player dot stop and media player dot release. Okay, after this we have to create an indent. So intent is equal to get intent. Now we have intent. After this we have to create a bundle object, so bundle is equal to intent dot get extras. Whatever we have passed, when we have called this one, we have passed the song name and the position. We need to extract these from the intent. So we are going to, now it's in the intent, so we have to extract these stuff. So first thing, we have my songs, and inside this one, and here we have to convert this to array list bundle dot get passable array list, and inside this one we have to pass the key. Okay, after this we have to extract the song name, so s name. You have to pass this key, the songs. If s is in capital, then you have to write in capital. The same, exactly same. This one you have to pass exactly same. Okay, after this we have s name, and we have to extract this intent dot get string extra, and we have to pass song name inside this one. Let's check what is over here. Song name, yeah, not this one actually. Name is song name. So n is small. Okay. After this, we have to extract the position. So position is equal to bundle dot get int, and we have to pass the position. So inside this one, we have written the key as POS, and by default, we are going to pass 0 default value inside this one. After this, we have to set this txt song name dot set selected is true. After this, we have to actually set the URI. URI is equal to URI dot parse, and inside this one we have to pass the my songs dot get, and we have to pass the position and dot convert this one to a string. Finally, what we have to do is just song name is equal to my songs dot get, and we have to pass the position inside this one dot get name. After this, we have to set this txt song name dot set text, and inside this one we have to set the song name like this. Now the task till here is done. Next thing what we have to do is we have to set this media player is equal to media player, not like this, m is capital, media player dot create, and we have to pass the context. So get application context, and we have to pass the URI. After this, we have to just start the media player dot start, like this one. Now let's check, start the app, and let's check if this one is working or not. So this application is started. And play video. Here you can see this. If I click on this, AWFUL, now the song name is here and it's being played, but we cannot pause and resume this because we haven't set click listener on this one. So I'm going to close this application for now, and I'm going to set a click listener or BTN play. So I'm going to set a BTN play click listener dot set on click listener new and view on click listener. Now we have set a BTN play click listener, and one more thing, we just play this M player, not M player. In the M player video, we are working on this one, and here you can see this. If I change the song, here you can see this tune, the name is being changed. Okay, so this one is working fine. So we have to work on the play and pause button. So now on the pause BTN play, first thing what you have to check is if media player is playing. So I'm going to check that if media player is playing. If this one is playing, and BTN play dot set background resource, and I'm going to set the drawable. If this one is playing, then we have to set this icon dot play, and we have to pause the media player. So media player dot pause. What is it means that if there is pause icon, if we click on that, it means that media player is being already, the song is being played. So if I click on pause, then the first change the logo to play and then pause the media player. So song will be stopped. Okay. In the else condition, what we have to do is we have to form the operation like btn play dot set background resource. This time r dot drawable dot ic pause. I have to set this one, and we have to play this one start. We have to play the media player. Let me just restart the application and let's check if this one is working or not. So click on this one, pause. Yeah, here you can see that when I click on the pause, the icon is changed to play. The same thing I did over here. Set the background resource, that is r.drawable.ic play. Now play is set over here and this media player is paused. Nothing is being played right now. So if I click on this one is working fine. So let me close this. Next thing, we have to add an animation on this one. When I pause and when I click on play, this needs to be slide on the right side and move back over here. So for that, what we have to do is we have to code over here in the else condition. We have to set the translate animation, and here you have to name this one move anim is equal to new translate animation, and inside this one we have to set the coordinates, how much you want to animate. So I'm going to set this one 25 comma 25 comma minus 25 comma 25, like this one. We have set the index for these. So move anim dot set interpolate and new this one. After this, we have to set this move anim dot set duration. I'm going to set this 600. It's milliseconds. Okay, and we have to set move anim dot set fill enabled to true. Move anim dot set fill after to true. After this, we have to set move anim dot set repeat count or repeat mode. First, I'm going to set this repeat mode to animation dot reverse, this one. And finally, we have to set this move anim dot set repeat count to 1. I want only one time to repeat. You can change this as more you want. So finally, we have to just set these all transition to that image view. So my image view name is image view dot, and we have to start the animation. So start animation, and we have to pass this move anim. Now let me just restart this, and let me just open this one. And here you can see this. When I click on this, the song starts playing, and if I click on pause, the song is paused. If I click on play, here you can see this. Oh, so animation is not done over here. So let me just check it once again. We have to restart it actually. Click on this. Okay, so we have some issue over here. So let me just check with the image view. So where we have this image view. Let me just check this activity player. This one, the name for this one is img view. So move back over here, img view. Where is this image view? Okay. Now, okay. So we have to actually set over here start animation. And let's restart this. And now I'm going to play this, and as you can see this animation is working fine. This will work same as this one in my physical device if I connect this. Okay, so not to worry. That's it for this video, guys. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to play this visualizer over here, and this next previous and next button, and the fast forward and fast backward as well, and the seek bar. Also, we're going to show you how to work with the seek bar. So just stay tuned, subscribe and share with your friends, and follow me on Instagram, and also follow my another channel, subscribe my another channel. Thanks for watching.